We promote foreign trade through exhibitions, marketing, and trade missions. Due to COVID-19, we have moved many of our events online. We sincerely wish you and your families well, and many greetings from all of us here in Taiwan. Before we start, please check your earphone and microphone to make sure that they are working properly. Also change your Zoom account name to the one provided as an example. First, your country, followed by your company name and your name. Check the chat function, and if you have any problems, then you can contact us. Now, please turn on your cameras and strike a pose so we can take a picture together. Please hold. Okay, thank you very much. Now, if you're not the presenter, please turn off your video and microphone, and we'd like to proceed. Today, our topic is green building materials. Taitra has brought 6 of the most well-known Taiwanese companies to share their products with you. You can see that today, these 6 companies include MegaMaster Technology Company Limited, UA Wood Floors Incorporated, Oriental Green Energy Technology Incorporated, Keding Enterprises Company Limited, Donna Chi Industries Incorporated, Evergreen Timber Products Company Limited. Every company will have 5 minutes to present, and they will provide their contact information in the last slide. May we have a very fruitful meeting. First, I would like to welcome Mr. Caddis Hu from MegaMaster Technology Company Limited. They specialize in polyolefin foam with 20 years of experience. Today, Mr. Hu will tell us about their product, the E-foam. Welcome, Mr. Hu.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Caddis, and thanks for having me here. I work for MegaMaster. And MegaMaster is a physically porcelain PE and PP foam manufacturer located in North Taiwan, and our brand is called E-foam. Next one, please. Then in the beginning, I will compare the E-foam with the traditional process foam to get then let you know what the difference is. On the left side, you can see the traditional process foam like EVA foam. They use a kind of chemical cross-linker to do the chemical cross-link. So it's not environmental friendly material. They also add other chemistry in. So the chemical cross-link process is a kind of chemical reaction. So as well, and they supply the foam only in sheets. But of course they can in raw, but they have to use kind of linkage to link two different together. And on the right side, our E-foam is a cleaner production process. Our foam is environmental friendly material, it's PE, and we use the EPS, it's called electronic penetration system, to do the cross-link process. And our foam can be recycled. Our cross-link is a physical cross-link reaction, so we can supply the foam no matter in rolled or in sheet. Next, please. And now I want to introduce some application in construction area. So the first picture you can see, this case happened in Taiwan. Our customer used our foam to apply the apartment ceiling because Taiwan is quite humid and hot. So in the summertime, very hot, so we like to turn on the AC almost all the day. So we want the customer just installed our foam on the ceiling, and after they installed the foam, it blocks the sun outside and also keep inside very cool and reduce the sun. So our product mainly focus the moisture. Next, please. Okay, this case happened in Myanmar. My customer applied our foam on the wall, and as you can see, the worker just installed the foam on the wall. Myanmar is very hot, the weather is very hot and humid as well, so they like to install the foams on the wall and the ceiling and the ground. So after they installed this kind of our foams, it did help to reduce the sun outside and also preserve the energy. Preserve energy, you mean save money. Next, please. They use kind of click system to install the flooring together. In Taiwan, we have a lot of apartments, so our government just wanted the construction company to install this kind of foam and flooring to reduce the sound, especially in the midnight. The upstairs is a bit loudly, or just listening to the radio or something drop on the ground, which will make the understair some kind of noise sound. So our government try to ask the company to install the foam to reduce the sound impact sound. Next, please. Okay. This case also happened in Myanmar. The elementary school install a foam under the ground because Myanmar sometimes they have a lot of rain and they want to prevent the damage coming from the ground. So in the beginning they create the cement base, then put on our foam on the base. After that they use this kind of iron mesh to press the foam to fix it. After that, they just put the cement to cover all the things together. So after they use the foams like this, and they do help to prevent the damp coming from the ground, and it also can keep the temperature in the house very very cool. Well, so next, please. The insulation for pipe. The left one is this case happened in Taiwan. One of our customers used our foam to wrap the cooling water pipe because in the production process they needed the cooling water all the time. So sometimes they have to use a machine to make the water cool down. So they use our foam to wrap the pipe, and which can preserve energy to save the money. And on the right side is a AC conditioner pipe. And in Taiwan, the temperature is quite hot, so in summertime we turn on the AC all the time. And in the pipe you can see there's a copper tube. The customer just use the foam to cover the copper tube because inside the copper tube they have a kind. They just send the refrigerant in, and if they don't use the pipe to cover the copper tube, then they will just waste the energy. Then just cannot save the money. Okay, the next, please. So, thanks for your attention. So, if you have any questions, and you may ask us. I leave the contact information below. So, thanks for your attention.
Okay. I'd just like to add that the e-foam has low water absorption. The e-foam has low water absorption. So as you can see that many of the projects were done in Asia where it's very hot, and so not only do you save energy, but also it's very important that the foam will not carry a lot of moisture. So with over 20 years of experience, you can ask for a lot more information from Mr. Hu. And they also meet the EU RoHS requirement for categories 1 and 2 and are selling their products internationally. Thank you, Mr. Hu. I would like now to welcome Mr. William Chang from UA Wood Floors Incorporated. UA Wood Floors focuses and is the manufacturer of wood floor from certified green sources. I would like to now welcome Mr. Chang.
Hi everyone. I hope you guys can hear me sounding clear. All right, thank you for being here today. My name is William. I'm from UA Floors. UA Floor is one of the largest manufacturers in engineered wood flooring in Taiwan. So we do a lot of private labels for some leading brands in the wood business industry. For example, like Lamburt Chen, and others. So we do private labels, but we also carry our own branding. So we have 4 distributors in the US, 1 in China, and also 3 in Taiwan. All right, turn to next page. So today I'm just going to tell you a little bit about UA Floors, about our company, and also our product. Our company is founded in 1992 in Taichung. We moved to Yunlin in 2008, and the picture is showing our company. So it contains about 540,000 square foot with 1 office building and about 4 factory buildings. So we currently have approximately 150 employees. You can see on the roof we are covered with solar power generator. So we generate approximately like 248,000 kilowatts per hour monthly, which is about 2/3 of our usage. Our capacity is 1.6 million square foot per month and 20 million square foot per year. Also, our main market is in US and China. Next page, please. So, for our company, it's important to focus our idea on human-centered. So, from gathering our resource or materials to production to shipping out to our customer, every step is surrounding the idea of human-centered, which means it should be non-toxic, healthy, energy, and also green living. Next page, please. Right. So for the green building materials, UA Floors follows the most restricted standard for formaldehyde emission in the world. On the chart shown here, we have the CNS from Taiwan, GNS from Japan, EN from European country, and also CARB from US. So all US product falls in the highest category. So we are under the limit. So it's okay to ship out our product to all these countries who is above. And also by combining the nanotechnology, it makes our floor not only non-toxic, but it's even edible. So we have did the oral toxic test and also skin irritation test on our flooring. Because infant and toddler, they are the category of the group. They are closest to our floor, so we want to make sure it's less harmful to them. Our floor is also antibacterial. For example, E. coli, MRSA, and some fungus, it will inhibit the growth on there, and you can see the test result on our website. The next one is the far infrared radiation. This is a special one. So we are not only making floor, we are trying to make our floor healthy to people who are using it. So we use the far infrared radiation in our coating, which will release the special energy. So we have done the animal study trials. It was published in an English medical journal So it shows by using our floor, we actually lower the blood pressure of the hypertensive rat. So right now we are doing the study on human in one of the medical schools in Taiwan, and then hopefully that's going to make our floor environmental medicine. Next page, please. And for collecting of product and also the using of our material, we want to make sure every step is sustainable production. So first one says like from cradle to cradle. What does it mean? If you are looking at the picture on the top right-hand corner, it says reclaim into resource. We actually went to the U.S. and then took down some old houses, church and mill and factories. So because most of the old houses from the U.S. were made with pine tree. So we took down the buildings and then we brought this material back to Taiwan and then process this wood into floors. And then we sell it back to the U.S. market. And the second one is solar power, we already seen in the beginning, right? And the third one is the zero waste. So not only we collect the reused material, we also try to use all the leftover material. So when we are cutting, we will always have smaller pieces of wood, so we can use it to make watches, pens, mousepad, poster, and even essential oils. So we are just trying to figure out every way to turn the waste into gold. So if you want to know more in detail, you can contact me and then I can give you a full presentation. Since I only have 5 minutes today. Alright, next page, please. Alright, so here is a list of our product line. We do offer a wide range of selection from like the wood species, the thickness, the width, length, color, and texture. So all of our products are covered with our far infrared coating with a solid wood veneer. You can see on the chart maybe 1, 1.5, even 3 wood veneer. Also, top quality birch plywood, so we can produce our product in Taiwan and then send it to all over the world. Okay, so the second page is here is more of our product. And if you want to see some more higher quality pictures, please just go to our website. You can see it over there, and then also we got some links to show you. Okay, so Manhattan region, herringbone, diamond, forever. So these are engineering wood floorings. So you can resend it, you can use it at home. A lot of customers from the US, they like to put wood flooring in their home, which has the value of their house. Okay, next page, please. So here I just got some more pictures to show you about the projects that we have done in the North America, like the Honolulu, US Atlanta, and then the Pentagon. The Pentagon was a unique one because they were attacked during the September 11th. So they want to prepare their floor and with something meaningful. So that's why they ordered the retained outline floor from us and then install it in the Pentagon. And we also got like a couple more projects in the US, in New York, Manhattan, and also in Hawaii. And then the far right corner, the Chen, large Chen diamond store, they also use our product. Okay, so next page, please. And you can also see some more projects in Asia. For example, in Japan, they got a shopping mall, and then in Hong Kong, they have a residential building, and more residential building in China. And also, Korea, there's a huge mall there, also using our flooring. So our floor is good for commercial use and also good for residential use. Next page, please. And here is a list of specifications and also the tests we have done. So we are CE certified, we are POSCO certified, FSC certified. So you can all see this information on our website. Next page, please. Right. So if you are interested in purchasing or becoming a distributor, please just contact us. For further information, you can visit our website. Okay? Or you can contact me at my email on there. So once again, thank you guys for being here today, and I wish you a wonderful day.
Thank you, Mr. Chang. And you saw that they are certified in many international standards. I just want to bring up the FSC that Mr. Chang continued to mention. This is the Forest Stewardship Council. So basically, when you get this certification, means that your product is managed because the way they cut the trees, and they need to manage the forest. So this council will certify if your factory is following these standards. So very important to have this Forest Stewardship Council. I believe that many of you have heard of this certification before. So with that, I would like to once again thank you, Mr. Chang. Okay. Now I'd like to welcome our next presenter, Mr. Lamburt Chen, from Oriental Green Energy Technology Incorporated. Oriental Green Energy Technology Incorporated is part of the Namliam Group with more than 40 years experience in polymer materials. So with that, I would like to welcome Mr. Lamburt Chen.
We are Oriental Green Energy. And my name is Lambert. Thank you all for being here. Today, I'd like to talk to you about our product, Stewardship, its new technical material, and what can be 100% recycled and renewable to reduce burden on the earth. Next, please. Stewardship uses microforming technology, what can strengthen the physical properties of the product. There are bubbles in the material, so energy saving through air insulation. Stewardship doesn't add any natural fiber, such as wood plywood, just like this photo on the bottom left. Excellent acid alkaline insulation, water and chemical resistance, high UV resistance, weather resistance. It can be made from wood or recycled materials. Next, please. Okay, we made a comparison chart for Stewardship, wood, and WPC. It can be found that Stewardship and WPC solve many of the long-term problems of wood, especially low water absorption, pest control, anti-mildew, and renewable problems. Because of the material properties, Stewardship has better rigidity and toughness than WPC. It can resist UV, greatly improving the durability of the product. Next, please. Intentional wood plastic and WPC mostly use TP and PE. TP and PE materials are lightweight and inexpensive. But due to light damage, TP and PE materials become brittle, which leads to cracking or warping. Stewardship use PS material, and we use special formula and forming technology to solve PS material problem of weight and breakage, while maintaining high rigidity and hardness. PS has high UV resistance, which greatly solves the problems of breakage and warpage. Next, please. Stewardship are designed with rich wood grain, color, and specification, according to the different needs of the market. We only show some items here. It also has more than 20 items to choose from. Okay, next, please. Our product has SGS certification, free of formaldehyde and any heavy metals. Next, please. Application of Stewardship, like indoor and outdoor wood, wooden walkway, furniture and cupboard, building material. Next, please. As part of the Namliam Group, Oriental Green Energy Technology has more than 40 years of experience in polymer material. Except Taiwan, Nanyang Group has layout in Shanghai, Dongguan, Vietnam, Indonesia, and other places. For Stewardship, this year has begun to establish a production-based plant in Vietnam. Next page. In the end, please be sure to contact us and let us know your needs. You can also use Facebook's QR code to contact us. And my name is Lamburt Chen. Thank you for listening today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chen. I'll just like to remind, Mr. Chen kept on saying that SG is free from formaldehyde. This is actually the chemical agent that they use to treat wood, and over time they found out that this chemical agent is carcinogenic. Basically, it produces cancer. So many of the companies that we have brought in today for you is not only environmental friendly, but it's also friendly to your health. So thank you very much once again, Mr. Chen. Now I would like to welcome our next presenter, Mr. William Tu from Kading Enterprises Company Limited. Kading specializes in pre-finished wood veneer panels. They have distribution in Asia and the United States. Let's welcome Mr. Tu.
Yes, good day everybody. I'm William Tu on behalf of Kading Enterprises, and today I'm going to do a brief presentation of our company. So Kading Enterprises manufactures KD Panels, which is the brand for the pre-finished wood veneer panels that is currently very popular in the interior decorative material industry. Next, please. Okay, so a little bit of our background for our company. We're based in Taiwan, so our offices, sales offices, and factory are located in Taiwan. We also have 15 branch offices in China. I just, in the presentation, since we don't have much space, so I just put the main offices we have. And then we also have offices in Hong Kong, Singapore, and Malaysia. As far as our distribution network, we also have distributors in the US, which are located in New York. And we also have different agents and representatives in Japan and Korea. Next, please. Okay, so this is a picture of our factory. So our factory is located in the south of Taiwan. It's the place is called Jiayi. Okay, and this is one of the factories we have, but our production footage is basically 120,000 square meters in total. Next, please. Okay, and this is a picture of our production facility. Next, please. Okay, so we were saying that KD panels are pre-finished wood veneer panels. So all the products we manufacture are 100% wood. Okay, so basically they come from the forest, so we get the logs, and then once we procure the logs, we manufacture, we slice the wood into veneer, which are very thin sheets, as you can see on the right. And then once you have these thin veneers, they're laminated onto a backing. Okay, this can be plywood, this can be MDF, or this can be paper. Okay, so once the veneer is laminated onto the backing, we go through a process of sanding. Okay, and the most important thing we do is that we pre-finish these panels. So what does pre-finishing mean? When you have wood products, you always have to protect the wood. So whether it's lacquering or finishing or just applying natural oils. Okay, so the main advantage of our products is that our products are pre-finished in the factory. So that means that the products are ready to use once the customer gets it. Okay, next please. Okay, so this is an illustration of our product and the basic structure of what KD panels are. So on the left, you can see our KD panels are basically come in boards. Okay, so they have a backing, which is a plywood backing, and on top we have our wood veneer. And on top of that, you can also see the protective coating. Okay, so Another product we have is a KD pre-finished paperback veneer. So this is basically used for covering the edges. Sometimes you have edges to cover, or sometimes you also have to do some lippings in your projects. So this is basically the same product, the same veneer on top, but on the back you can see that the different backing is a paperback. So this can be cut really easily. Okay, and on the bottom left you can see all of our dimensions. So the panels come in boards of 1.22 meters by 2.44 meters, or in feet it would be 4 by 8 feet, and the thickness ranges from 3 to 5 millimeters. Okay, and for the paperback, we have it in a width of 61 centimeters by 2.44 meters. Okay, so basically half the size of the panel, and it's a thinner material, so the thickness ranges from 0.4 to 1.2 millimeters. Next, please. Okay, so where can you use KD panels? KD panels is used for interior purposes only and vertical use. So if you think of where you can use KD panels, it's basically in the interior anywhere you can imagine except for flooring. Okay, so it can be used in ceilings, wall panels, cabinetry, and furniture like tabletops. Okay, next please. Right, and these are just some examples which we've highlighted with a little red box there, or where can our products be used. So they can be used, some examples of cabinetry and doors. So on the left you see cabinets, shelves. You can also see on the right we have a kitchen cabinet, and basically any type of woodwork you need around the house. Next please. Okay, we also have, our products are very popular for ceilings as well, because you know, young people like to use the modern design. So basically the conventional ceilings are not that popular anymore. So they like wood, and wood tends to add warmth into a living space. So that's one item that's been very popular throughout these past few years. Next please. Okay, and then our products are also made for wall paneling. So we have a lot of hospitality projects or residential projects that they don't like to use the conventional paint anymore, so they like to go all wood. So our products are what they're looking for, and the good thing is that our products are pre-finished. So when you have a project, you can skip the whole finishing process. Okay, next please. Okay, so let me explain the difference between the conventional wood veneer panels and our panels. So as I mentioned earlier, wood has to be covered or protected with a layer of coating. Okay, so normally the conventional way is when you get the veneer, you have to laminate it manually. Okay, and once it's laminated, it has to go through a process of sanding and coating. Okay, so this sanding and coating process, first of all, takes a long time, because sanding and coating, you have to do many layers of coating, so that's time consuming. Okay, and then there's a second problem, is that it's not healthy for the person working with the wood, and also not good for the environment, because sanding creates a lot of dust, and the coating creates a lot of toxic fumes that go into our environment. Okay, so next please. So the difference between KD panels and the conventional one is that our products are ready to use. So as you can see, the two boxes there that have been checked off is that we skip the whole sanding and coating process, because this product is made in our factory. So once the client gets this, he can just cut it, glue it on top, and it's finished. Okay, so you can actually save a lot of time and also save a lot of labor as well. Next, please. Okay, and since our products are pre-finished, we use a UV coating, which gives it many advantages compared to the traditional polyurethane finishes you see in the market. So one is the flame retardancy. So in case you have a fire, okay, it's not fire resistant, but using KD panels, you can have an extra time, okay, to evacuate, because the fact that the conventional lacquer is actually flammable. So when you have a flammable surface that goes into contact with fire, the magnitude of the fire expands. So our products can actually help. Next, please. Okay, and then another thing is that our products are heat resistant. So I'm not sure that when you have furniture or in your own home, sometimes you have a cold mug or you have a hot mug. You're drinking tea or you're drinking coffee, and when you put it in direct contact with your furniture, sometimes it leaves a ring. So when this happens, you need to redo the furniture. Okay, so you would probably have to go to the factory and redo it again. But our products they're heat resistant. So basically, you can use or you can put your mug there without any worrying that the furniture will go bad or get ruined. Okay, next please. Okay, and then one of the most important advantages of our product is chemical resistant. Okay, so sometimes you have stains that go onto places of the furniture. Okay, so when you're talking about wood furniture, you have to be very careful on how to clean it or maintain it. Okay, so the good thing about KD coating is that it's resistant to chemicals. So basically, if you have a very strong stain, you can basically use high alcohol content chemicals and it won't react. Okay, in comparison to the conventional one, when you have nail polish remover or you have cleaning agents, sometimes it leaves a mark, so that will also ruin your woodworking in your home. Okay, next please. Okay, and another advantage we have is that we have a selection of 30 different wood species, all natural, and they amount to come into 300 or more colors and variations. Okay, so the good thing that we hold stock of all the products we have, so we can have fast delivery, and we also can do returns and shipping as soon as possible. Next, please. Okay, and these are some of our certificates, which you can also get online in our website. Okay, so basically, we're working very hard to comply with all the regulations in the market. Okay, and as we mentioned, as the topic of today is green buildings, we have low formaldehyde, related certifications for each market. So this is one thing we focus on. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can go on our website. Next, please. Okay, and some examples or some of our clients who use our products. We're in the hospitality market, so chains like Hilton, Marriott, W Hotels, and basically all these five-star hotels, they like our product is because the main reason is they're easy to maintain. So when you're using KD panels, you can actually have a product that can last longer. Okay, because hotels have a high wear and tear ratio. Okay, so our products can help prolong the status of the room to avoid remodeling. Thank you. Next, please. Okay, and we're also in commercial, so we have shopping malls, we have restaurants, and basically anywhere you see when you're shopping. Okay, commercial projects is a big market for us as well. Next, please. Okay, and then these are some examples. So, for example, this picture you see, it's our K6187CS, which is our white oak in dark stain finish. Okay, next, please. This is our classic walnut. So you can see the ceiling and the cabinets. They all use this walnut product, which is a classic in the wood industry. Next, please. Okay, and then this is our ash. Okay, which is used in the cabinets, as you can see. Next, please. And this is one of our recent projects, which is the St. Regis Hotel in the Maldives. So as you can see, our products have been used in the headboard of the room, and the ceiling and the walls as well. All right, next, please. All right, so I thank you all for listening. And if you have any questions, this is our contact information. And you can just send us a message, and we'll be happy to help you. All right, thank you very much.
Okay, the pre-finished wood ready to use, and with over 300 plus colors and 30 plus different species, I am not really surprised that international corporations are working together with KD panels. So once again, thank you, Mr. Tu, and I would like to welcome our next speaker, Mr. Alan Truong from Donna Chi Industries Incorporated. Donna Chi specializes in PCB processing. They are processing material. They are a supplier, and I think that with that, I would like to invite Mr. Truong to give us to show us their products. Welcome, Mr. Truong.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for being here today. I'm Alan from Donna Chi Industries. And later on, I would like to show you our products in this presentation. We mainly focus on producing HPL, also called decorative laminate. As you can see, this is our brand and logo named Lavi. Next, please. About Lavi, Donna Chi Industries belongs to the PCB processing materials supplier called Arona Industry. And we launched our new brand in this year, and also called, as we see, is Lavi. We're using the technique that has United States UL certification standards to produce decorative laminates. However, we maintain our high quality core value and strictly control to raw material from the beginning. We fully experienced in manufacturing in technology products. We pay attention to the producing details and refine our best products. Next, please. As you see, Lavi also stands for our four core values. L means luxury textures. A means A+, excellent quality. V means valuable product. And I means innovation design. Next, please. And in this page, you can see we have those certifications, including DNS, ISO 9001, ISO 14001, Green Building Material, and also MIT approval. And in the middle, you can see this is our product line, and you can check. Next one. We believe that good products requires the world-class design. We import print paper all over the world, like France, Italy, Germany, Japan, Spain, Belgium, and so on. Next, please. And this pattern is one of our patents. You can see the details of this print paper. Next. Go to next page. And in this page, you can see the application of the cabinets, and it really got the European style. Next, please. And first of all, HPL can use almost everywhere in the interior design, including the ceiling, door, wall, cabinets, and so on. And why Lavi Code? Because our HPL is kind of different like other HPL. Everybody knows HPL got the black line when you finish your product at the edge. For Lavico, we can make our surface and the substrate as a similar color. Therefore, it can show the high sense of the product. Next, please. And for the anti-material HPL, this is our main product. And our HPL are full range anti-material HPL. And it also can use as a medical research institution, public place, your home space, and anything that requires for strict conditions are suitable for this product. Next, please. And this one is our test result, and it's based on the standard GISD 2801. Next, please. And this is application is used the designer which used in the hotel interior design. Next, please. And for the Metalax is our HPL, is our metal HPL, and it's the exclusive new technology surface treatment. It's the only wear-resistant metal HPL in the Taiwan market right now. By using this technology, we're providing more application option for the surface decoration material. Next, please. As you can see, this application, normally the metal HPL cannot use on the cabinet because it's easy to get a scratch. But as you can see, our metal HPL can use on the cabinet. Next, please. And this one, the bond magnet is our magnet HPL. You can use the magnet to hold the documents or poster on this HPL, and you can also keep using it. And other feature like it has a low reflection feature, and you can show the backs for the projection, and you can also use like whiteboard or blackboard. You can use the chart or markers to do the writing on the surface. Next, please. This is our application which used on the wall panel. Next, please. And for the U-Design series, this one is our customized HPL. People say imagination definitely is your superpower, and HPL can also become an artwork in your interior space. And we can provide various surface choice, and you can design your own pictures to do the customized HPL. Next, please. And this one is our application which used in the restroom in the Tainan University. And you can see it's totally different, not like the normal restroom. And you can design your own patterns on it. Next, please. For the Paperbacks series, this one is the fireproof HPL, and it has the CNS 14705 frame retardant grade test, and it can stand the high temperature of the 800 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes without cracking. And there's also other features like non-toxic and antibacterial, low probability and waterproof. You can use it in the human environment for a long time, and the quality will not be affected. And also easy to construct, and it can sew and nail, and can bear the weight for almost 250 kilometers. Next. And thanks for your attention. I'm Alan from Donna Chi Industries. And if you have any question or you have interest for our product, please see the contact on the screen. Thank you.
Yes, I would like to give thanks to Mr. Zhuang for sharing this wonderful presentation. As you have seen so far, this is a company that is very, very different. We saw the application of the diversified products that they have, and the PCL that you can be very creative with this product. So once again, they are the supplier of the PCB, and you can, for any more detailed information, please contact Mr. Alan Zhuang from Donna Chi. Thank you very much. I'd like to next welcome and give the floor to Mr. Kim Yang from Evergreen Timber Products Company Limited. They produce first-grade fireproof panels with low or non-formaldehyde, and they provide customized service. So I would like to welcome Mr. Kim Yang, and I'd like to pass the floor to you, Mr. Yang.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Kim Yang from Evergreen in Taiwan. It's my pleasure to join this green material live stream conducted by Taiwan. Next. Evergreen timber has been in the market for 55 years, since 1965, and has been awarded with a Singapore Green Label, FSC, ISO 9001, as well as 14001, and not to forget about Taiwan issued green building material for the product reliability combinations. Next, please. Evergreen timber own brand, MOO, MUU, supply OEM and ODM many types of veneer plywood, and we make according with customer requirements with different sizes of veneer plywood. Just for the interior designer, architect, and home owners for walls, ceiling, cabinets, and furniture decorating purposes. We also provide the first grade fireproof panels and low or non-formaldehyde standards to our customers. Next, please. We customize two sets of cabinet store, like floor cabinets, tall cabinets, and of course kitchen cabinets, and of course closets. No requirements, and we just do it with the customers required and needed. We ship out from Taiwan and from local for domestic market and of course for international market. Next one. Here are some of the actual scenes of our customer which use our veneer plywood. Just like this one is a school library. You can see from the top ceilings and the walls and the cabinets as well. Next, please. It's a home owner for his wall cabinets and of course ceilings as well. Next, please. Our Taiwan well-known dumpling restaurant, Ting Tai Fung, is using our decorations, kitchens, and tables. Next, please. Mandarin Oriental Taipei, also using our products, our veneers, the wall, ceilings, and of course tables. Next, please. These are our customers' reference from restaurants, banks like Citibank, China Trust Bank, DBS as well. Next, please. Other customer reference for hotel, corporates, the school like JP Morgan, Westin, D. Meritage, Radiance, Brand. Next, please. Come to the veneers. The first one we like to introduce is natural veneers. Natural veneers with the colors and footprints are unique. Therefore, its use on decorating will last eternally. Next. Dye veneer. Mix dye with very vivid colors, but keep the nature of the wood grain. Next. Special veneers. Obtained from a unique lot where colors and fibers design are out of the ordinary. Next. Future veneer. Future veneer is rare and unique that rare in the market. Next. We offer the best of the best veneer plywood in any form you like, any size you like. Just give us your requirement, the size, colors prefer, your types, and we'll come back to you. We deliver to international, any place You may find our contact us at the end of the page, and feel free to write us for any questions. Thanks for your time and hope to see you today. Bye.
Okay, once again, I'd like to give thanks to Mr. Yang for that wonderful presentation. From today, you saw that, well, you saw Din Tai Fung, you saw banks, you saw all these international brands, and Din Tai Fung definitely is world famous. We have many branches, also Shanghai, around the world. And once this coronavirus is over, then we'd like to welcome you to Taiwan, and you can experience these things together. And yes, but so with that, I would like to conclude today's live stream launch for green building materials. Today, we brought 6 of Taiwan's best known and most respected companies to share their products with you. Here on the screen, you can see on the right-hand side the QR code, which has our questionnaire. Please fill it out and submit it in to us, and then we can share with you today's presentations with the presenter's contact information. If you prefer to contact Taitra, we have 62 offices worldwide. This is the QR code on the left-hand side. And we'll be very happy to serve as the bridge to Taiwanese manufacturers. We will also like to welcome you to future live stream launches. So please just keep in touch and stay put. And we'll like to say thank you very much once again, and goodbye for today.